Well, hello, YOCF. This is Pastor Chris, and welcome to Tuesday Update, and welcome to my car. Well, why am I in my car for Tuesday Update? It's because I'm trying to escape my kids. If any of you are like me and you have kiddos and they're on 1,000 Zoom calls, and my wife and I both are working right now and we're on Zoom calls, you have to escape the madness a little bit because it's craziness inside my house right now. I think we had a record 248 Zoom calls last week between all their school Zoom calls, and my daughter has gymnastics Zoom calls, and my wife and I with our business Zoom calls. Definitely during our staff meetings and our elder meetings, you'll usually find me in my car because I can step away and take a breath and escape all the noise and stuff for a little bit, and I can still keep an eye on my door if one of them tries to escape. But I usually come in here for those. It's just a lot more calm environment. I hope you are all doing well and dealing with your Zoom fatigue well, getting a little bit of a breather and break. I've got a couple of updates I wanted to share with you this nice Tuesday. You probably know that we have several kind of groups within our church who are graduating to another level. We have fifth graders who are going to be going in out of children's ministry into middle school. We have eighth graders who are going from middle school into high school, and we have high school seniors who are graduating their senior year, graduating high school. And it's just a strange time to be doing that. All the limitations and restrictions of the quarantine have made this a tough season. And I know our student ministries, our children's ministry, they are working so hard to try to make these seasons special and reach out to students. So be praying for those folks who are making some transitions into different seasons of life. Just know that that's going on, and be aware of that. Also, this week, our 8th graders and our 12th graders, they get to do what's called a takeover. So they're going to be taking over the student ministry this week. They'll be running things. So you probably should pray for everybody on that one. But they'll get to step up, and it's a special time each year. Usually we get to do that on site, and they take over all the events. We'll be doing it virtually this year, but student ministry is doing some pretty special stuff there. Also, I know that as things start to open up, reopen, I know small businesses are starting to reopen this week. I think our beaches on a limited capacity are opening back up here in LA County on Wednesday. And the conversation about, well, when is church going to reopen starts to hit. Well, there's a couple of pieces of wisdom that have been shared with me that the elders now are really talking through, the leadership are talking through. Number one is the idea that you shouldn't reopen until you're able to minister as well or better than you are right now. So we're really taking that into account. We want to be able to reach our folks well. We want to be able to accommodate people who are kind of on all ends of the spectrum of where they're at with COVID and the pandemic and managing, mitigating their feelings there. We want to make sure we're making wise choices. But the second one is we want to make sure we're operating out of should instead of can. There's a lot of things we can do this season. Maybe we can get away with them. I know a lot of churches are pushing to kind of to try to open up earlier, and I think there's some really credible reasons for doing that, but we want to make sure that we think through all of the particulars, that we have your safety and wisdom in mind. So we're going to be praying and seeking the Lord and seeking counsel, and that be praying for us as we think through that. And just know that it'll probably be a little bit of a process before we're able to reopen. I know as far as where we are on those stages, churches really fall under stage 3. There's a push for them to be under stage 2 at this point. But we'll make sure that we are seeking all the wisdom that we can in that. So be praying for us, and we cannot wait to be able to reopen and to gather together. But we know that the Lord is at work even as we are operating right now. So I just wanted to kind of talk with you a little bit about that. Know that we are seeking those answers and seeking wisdom as far as reopening goes, and know that we have our 5th graders, our 8th graders, and our 12th graders kind of stepping up to a new stage of life in their various circles, whether it's at school or at church. I'd be praying for those guys, and we love you. Have a wonderful week.